It's Ronaldo. It's late at night, and I've started this stream to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. He has broken another record today. He has scored the most goals in World Cup qualifiers. It's 41 now. 39 was record. He was a joint top scorer. He scored the 40th and 41st goal today, and brilliant goals, particularly the second one. Great pass from cross from Nuno Mendes and a great finish from Ronaldo too. But brilliant, and he has now scored 948 goals, and he's getting closer and closer to breaking that, reaching that 1,000 goals milestone. But I think at the moment he's not thinking about that, and he looks brilliant at the moment. Cristiano Ronaldo, just extraordinary stuff. And overall, if you look at this Portugal team, they are a very good team. Although there are certain areas where they should improve. I mean, if you look at them defensively, they struggle to defend the crosses that come into the box. They conceded a goal from set piece today again. So this is the area they, seem to be struggling, don't they? And then defensively, in the midfield, they are a very good team. Attacking wise, they've got a lot of quality. A lot of players like Joao Felix, Rafael Leao, Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, is there. Then Gonzalo Ramos, Pedro Neto, Conceição, Trincao. So a lot of players attacking and in the attack. And midfield is also very strong. Vitinha, João Neves, Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Paulinho, a lot of great players. But defensively, they look a little shaky at times. Today, Ruben Diaz has not been performing very well in recent times. That's a concern for them because he's their regular starter. He's a regular starter for uh, Portugal, and he's not performing very well. Then we have what we say Gonzalo Inacio. He's got injured, and then the replacement Renato Vega. He's not that good enough. So defensively, they have only one consistent player that performs consistently well, and that is Nuno Mendes at left back. But if you look at their right back, they have a problem. Dalo is just not good enough, and then Cancelo, he can't defend probably, and then we have Semedo. Uh, he's also not that good enough, so they have a problem at that position, right back, and then they have a little problem with center backs too. They don't have depth there. Let's compare it to the midfield. If at the moment João Neves is injured, they have a lot of players that can replace him, like Ruben Neves. They have Paulinho, Matheus Nunes, uh, Bruno Fernandes is already playing. So a lot of players there. In the midfield, they've got a lot of players, a lot of very, very good players. Attacking wise, it's similar. Cristiano Ronaldo, then Joao Felix, and then they have Rafael, as I mentioned earlier. They've got a lot of players in that department too, in attacking department too. But defensively, they also, although when they played Euro last year, and then those qualifications, they were defensively very solid. They didn't concede goals. They kept a lot of clean sheets. But the thing is, if you look at this defense, at times this Portuguese team, they look shaky. They look, yeah, bro. I'm live at this moment. I just wanted to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. Actually, I wanted to do a stream about Cristiano Ronaldo live stream, but I couldn't. I was just busy. I was delayed, so I couldn't come live. And so I was free, and I was just about to sleep. So I said, why not just go live and talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, because he has broken another record today. He has become all-time top scorer in World Cup qualifiers, of course, 41 goals. And so I wanted to talk about that. So that's the reason why I'm live at this time. So that's the reason. So I wanted to talk about these things. And as I was talking about, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then also about Portuguese team overall. So this is something I wanted to talk about. I won't be here for too long, so you can ask your questions. Anyone who joins, you can ask any question. But I wanted to uh, do this live stream, so this will be public and anyone can watch. So I was sharing my thoughts on this Portuguese team. So you can also share your views about this Portuguese team. And Cristiano Ronaldo, another record falls for him. As he said, I don't chase records, records chase me. So he was right, records chase Cristiano Ronaldo. And another record broken, but he will keep scoring goals. But the thing is, I was talking about this Portuguese team, and they are one of the favorites going into the World Cup next season. But there are some areas they can improve, and they have to improve. And this is defensively, as I was saying. Ruben Diaz, sorry, Ruben Diaz, he's struggling. He's not at his very best. I don't know. Uh, and then he doesn't defend authoritatively in recent games, as I saw. And I was talking about uh, they can't. What you want to say about Haaland, Mbappe, and Harry Kane, as all of them are in the form of their life? And quick prediction on Champions League. Okay, so Haaland, I made a shot on him recently. I think I uploaded it yesterday, or maybe in the morning today. I uploaded that shot, and it's just incredible, just incredible. That guy, he scored 21 goals, and he scored another hat trick yesterday. So he's incredible. Haaland is absolutely incredible. And Mbappe, I think about 2 weeks ago, I made a shot on Mbappe too. I said, just look at that. We need to talk about Mbappe. He doesn't get that hype from media or from social media. He's been scoring in every single match, I think, this season. And for France, he scored against Azerbaijan. That was a brilliant, brilliant goal. That is peak Mbappe. That is the Mbappe we used to admire a lot. And then if Harry Kane, and I also made a video on Harry Kane, that he's criminally underrated, and he scored, like, now it's 20 goals for Harry Kane too. So he's been incredible. So they look like men on mission, and they can lead their teams to glory this season. And Bayern, they overall look very strong. I mean, I in my opinion, Bayern are the best team in the world right now. Uh, they've won all of their matches, and Kane he's menacing. He scored 2 goals today against Latvia too. So for England or for Bayern Munich, Kane is just incredible. So, and prediction about Champions League. It's very difficult to pick a team, as I mean, we're just in the group phase as of now. So it's difficult to just pick one team as favorites. But and I will keep my biases aside. I mean, I am not going to say Arsenal are going to win this Champions League. I think they are one of the favorites, but as of now, what I see, I think Bayern Munich, maybe I would pick Bayern as the favorites right now. I mean, I don't know if they will win the Champions League or not. I mean, they look very strong, and as of now, what I see, they are a very strong team. Arsenal defensively are good. Real Madrid, they're also good. PSG, they beat Barcelona. They were also good. But Bayern Munich, they look like the team right now, team to beat right now. But we'll see how the season progress. Not gonna lie, Arsenal is looking the strongest in them. Yes, yes, I made that prediction earlier. I actually never said that Arsenal. I never predicted Arsenal to win the Premier League, but this season I have predicted them to win the Champions Premier League, and even they can win the Champions League. And the reason is defensively they are very strong. Arsenal defensively they are very strong. If you look at Arsenal, their defense, they are very strong defensively. They don't concede goals. They have only conceded 3 goals in 11 matches this season. So this is just incredible. And as Sir Alex Ferguson said, defense win new titles. So defense, Arsenal, they defend very well. It just, they are very solid at the back, and they got a lot of players. And if you look at their attack, they got players in attack that can hurt any opposition. So this is the reason why I have predicted Arsenal to win the Premier League this season. And yes, you are absolutely right. Arsenal, as of now, right now, they are the strongest in the Premier League, because Man City, they don't look convincing. Liverpool too, they don't look convincing. I mean, uh, Florian Wirtz is not performing. Alexander Isak is not performing. And for Manchester City, they're just relying on Erling Haaland at the moment. No other player is performing at their best at the moment except Erling Haaland. So yeah, I also think, not because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think Arsenal, they look like the strongest team in the Premier League right now, and they might even win the Premier League. What is your one player you think that deserves more hype? For me, it's Michael Olise. Just matter. Absolutely spot on, bro. You just picked the a perfect player for this discussion. I mean, Michael Olise, he's been incredible this season, at the end of the last season too. Just mad underrated. Yes, absolutely. You said mad underrated. He's criminally underrated. No one is talking about him. If you look at the right wingers, he's also right wing. People will talk about Lamine Yamal. He's at the top of. I think. No offense to him. I think at the moment he is the most overrated player at the moment. I mean, okay, he's a great talent, a top player, but the hype he gets, the praise he gets from the media, and this is just incredible. And Michael Olise, yeah, you have picked the right player. I would also agree with you. I say Harry Kane too, but now he gets some credit he deserves. But Michael Olise is just mad underrated. Exactly, bro. You just spot on. He's mad underrated. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the player I would say, Michael Olise, and he's just incredible. He was great in the Premier League too when he used to play for Crystal Palace, and at Bayern Munich he's been consistently brilliant. At the end of the last season too, and he's started this season brilliantly too. So yeah, he's just brilliant. Yeah, so underrated. And yeah, I mean, you have picked the right player. So yeah, respect for you, bro. For, respect for you too. I mean, Michael Olise, yeah, he is the one, underrated. Yes, and he should get the credit he deserves. And also, I think, yeah, yeah, for national team, let's see for what he does for national team. But at Bayern Munich, he's strong, and overall, that's the reason why I picked Bayern Munich as a favorite right now. Because if you look at their players, Michael Olise is performing, Luis Diaz is performing, Harry Kane is performing, Gnabry is performing. They are all brilliant, and Musiala, he's injured right now. He's gonna come back. So yeah, I agree 100%. Yamal have gotten a bit too much hype. Like he should have been 8, 9 in Ballon d'Or, and Rafinha should have been second or first in Ballon d'Or. But because yes, I mean, if you remember, I mean, I had a discussion on that too. I said Yamal, he's not in top five. Definitely not in top five of Ballon d'Or. And Rafinha, I think he was the best player. He or Dembele. I mean, you could have given the Ballon d'Or to Dembele or Rafinha. That would have been justified. No one would have talked about anything. And yes, in Rafinha was incredible. If you look at his stats, he was brilliant last season. But it's just Barcelona's fans' own fault. They just pushed the agenda of Lamine Yamal. Or I mean, if you look at his season, he did nothing. Yamal did nothing, absolutely nothing. Just a few skills on the pitch. Any player can do that. Alan Saint Maximum used to do a lot of skills. That doesn't mean we should, pick him and give the Ballon d'Or to him, or he should have finished the second in the Ballon d'Or. That was a travesty. That was incredible why he finished second. I believe Rafinha should have been second or first. There's no issue with that. Dembele or Rafinha, first or second, and then Salah on third. These were the correct order of top three players. But I don't know why they pushed Rafinha on number five. It's just because he didn't have any PR. So that's the reason why they Rafinha finished fifth. And I think if they had given the Ballon d'Or to Rafinha, no one would have said anything at all, because he would have been deserving too, just like Dembele, because they both had an incredible season. So I don't understand how this thing works. There's a lot of, I mean, people don't agree with that, but there's a lot of corruption in these individual awards. They just do a lot of stupid things, and I think this season, I'm happy. I'm glad they didn't rob the winner. But overall, yeah, he's just incredible. Rafinha should have, just finished second. Like for real, if you judge a player on skills, how not JJ or yeah, exactly. And also, Lisa was 13. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I would agree with you 110%. Yeah, we had a lot of great players based on skills. If you talk about that, yes, yes, of course, Akocha. Then we have, you know, Alan Saint Maxim, who played in Newcastle. He was a very skillful player. Hatem Ben Arfa was a very skillful player. If it is based on skills, then any freestyler would come, and he would just do some skills and dribbles on the pitch, and he would say, "Just give the Ballon d'Or to me." So this is not how it should work. And Rafinha, he had thrice better season than Yamal, but you saw that he didn't have any PR. No one talked about Rafinha. How incredible he played this season. I mean, I'm not a Barcelona fan, but I saw that Rafinha was the best player by far. And Yamal, he didn't even contribute 10% of what Rafinha contributed for Barcelona last season. But as you see, as I said, bro, it's just incredible. It's stupid. It's There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of things that we as fans just don't understand. So this year, what is your opinion on Draxler? He was at there was a time he was my favorite player when he was at Schalke. That he was my favorite player. Absolutely loved that guy. I remember I used to play FIFA 13, FIFA 14, FIFA 14 exactly. FIFA 14, and I used to pick Schalke, and then I used to score a lot of goals with Draxler on carrier mode, and I just loved that player. Even when he went to PSG, I still loved him. But he was an incredible player, just raw talent, incredible talent, and there were a lot of similarities between his play and my own game too, because he didn't have a weak foot. And also I can also play with both feet, right or left, and I loved that player, Julian Draxler. He was one of my favorites, absolutely favorite. And that time was so nostalgic too. 2013, 2014, that season was so nostalgic, and I used to love that player, and I wanted Arsenal to sign that player. I just you know if there was any way to request Arsenal to sign one player, I would have said, please, please sign Julian Draxler. He was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And of course, you would remember that his famous assist that he made to Raul, how incredible that skill was. And he was overall, he was a sensational player, even at PSG. When in 2017, that Di Maria, Cavani, Draxler front three, he was incredible in that team. So I loved that player, just incredible. What a player he was. And I miss him, of course. I mean, he didn't reach his full potential. Dele Alli, I mean, he used to play at Tottenham, so you can understand Arsenal Tottenham rivalry. So I wasn't a big fan of him, but he was a great player. I don't know what happened to him. Jose Mourinho, there's a famous interview. You must have heard that Jose Mourinho said to Dele Alli, I mean, there are a lot of players. No one will even remember you, and that's exactly what happened with Dele Alli. I think he just uh, relied on his talent, and he thought, I'm a talented player. I will keep on playing, and just didn't work hard. I think that's what happened to him. But he was an incredible player. Also, I mean, although he was at Tottenham and I don't like Tottenham, but as a player, Dele Alli was incredible. And in 20, if you remember 2016, 2017, these 2018, these seasons, he was considered as one of the best players in English football. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's sad to see what happened to him. And then his career took a downhill. His contract was terminated. No one wanted to have him in the team. So it's unfortunate, but the thing is, it is what it is. I mean, it's football. You have to adapt, you have to work hard, you have to keep on working hard. Otherwise, I mean, you can always be replaced. So any player, I mean, even Messi, Ronaldo, they had to work hard. So Dele Alli, I mean, maybe there were some attitude problems or things like that. But I'm uh, sad. I was also, I'm a bit of AC Milan fan, so I love Ruud Gullit and Marco Van Basten. You know, the interesting thing about Marco Van Basten, many fans to this day, they still believe that he was the best player of all time. I mean, uh, and Marco Van Basten, yes, and also I mean Ruud Gullit, they were considered one of the best players. These two, Marco Van Basten, yes, and yeah, I mean, you are an AC Milan fan, so I understand why. And I think Ruud Gullit also won the Ballon d'Or, if I'm not wrong. And Marco van Basten, yeah, he was a very famous player. He was a very good player. So I'm actually not a bit of AC Milan fan, but I admire these kind of clubs. I mean, I love all those clubs that are traditional, that are historical, and AC Milan is one of them. And you know what? I mean, it's just sad to see AC Milan how their downfall happened. This should not have happened. I mean, they were after Real Madrid. I think they still are the biggest team in the world after Real Madrid. If you judge them on by Champions League, but it's just not. It's just sad. It's unfortunate. I mean, I'm not a Milan fan, but it's just not good to see the downfall of Milan. I actually made a video too about Milan, and I just how sad it is to. How can I forget Adriano? Yeah, how can you forget Adriano? He was, and Adriano. Many people considered him the best player, and the one that he couldn't reach his potential, full potential. So Adriano, they that he was incredible, just extraordinary. So yeah, you have made this discussion a lot nostalgic, and you have also tested my football memory too. So yeah, I really liked your questions too, bro. Uh, and yes, Adriano was great. A lot of great players over the years. Kaka, how can you? If you are a Milan fan, how can you forget Kaka? What a player! What a player! I mean, the what slick skill, wow, brilliant, cool player, extraordinary player, and he won the Ballon d'Or above Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. So that alone is enough to realize how good Kaká was. What a player! What a player! I mean, what a player he was, Kaká. Milan and Inter both. I mean, both Milan clubs, they've had a lot of great players over the years. Both Milan clubs, Inter and AC Milan. And a lot of players, of course, a lot of players played for both of these clubs. So it was not that kind of rivalry. I mean, if you play for one club, you cannot play for another club like the El Clasico rivalry. So Milan clubs have had the privilege of, you know, great players, many great players played for them, like Ronaldo, Nazario, uh, played for both these teams. So yeah, they have uh, had great players over the years, and I hope you remember me. Yes, 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 bro. I do remember you. Of course. How can I forget you? You were at the beginning, and you're still here. So yeah, I will not forget you. I still remember you, Asadia from Karachi. Yes, I do remember you. So I won't forget you. You and there are one or two persons. Also, they regularly show up on my content. So it's great that you support me, and I love to make this content. And when someone joins in, the discussion becomes great, and you talk about football, and your you also test your memory, just like you tested my football memory today, particularly with Julian Traxler. So that's incredible. So I think it's late now and I gotta go now. So it was a great discussion. I actually wanted to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo and the record he's broken today about World Cup qualifiers, but a great discussion. Actually, I wanted to switch to English, so I wanted to make English content because I also upload my reactions now. They're all in English, and I wanted to make my content, or all of my content related to football in English. So that's why I, wanted started making content in English. So that's why you don't see my previous videos. So from now on, I will be making all of my content in English for future. So that's why you don't see that previous content, but new content in English will be, I will be uploading every day. I try to upload every single day a short or a video. So yeah. Okay, so yeah. Yes, if I don't have a football match, I mean, we have a tournament coming up this weekend, and if we qualify for, let's say, quarterfinals, semifinals, or final, uh, then we will have matches on Sunday, so I might miss that. But if we get knocked out in the first round, then I will be definitely streaming Man U versus Liverpool. It's one of my favorite matches, and it's at Anfield, so I don't want to miss that. And I hope I get free and I do stream that match. So yeah, thank you for joining, Asad. I really thank you for your questions too. Great questions, great discussion. So yeah, we'll hope to see you at Liverpool vs Man United. So take care. So that's it.